This session looks at preferences and profiles, but we'll begin by looking at the palette region on the right-hand side. By default, we have the data view, the mini view, and the step modes, but you can choose which ones you want. We've also got options within View to change the application zoom level. Going to Tools, let's first look at Themes, because that will allow us to choose different colors if we want for the user interface. We're using the normal blue theme. Now into Preferences, this has everything else to do with how the user interface looks. So we're choosing how often we auto-save projects, we're showing the scales for the Spectrum viewer and looking at the report templates that are set. There are lots of options for report templates available from these drop-downs, and we've also got options for reporting batches of data. The status bar means that we can choose which parameters are displayed in the status bar at the bottom of the screen. Moving now to Profiles, user profiles are parameters which are to do with analytical conditions, so for quantitative analysis, spectrum acquisition, and so on. So we can choose things like the process time, decide whether we want the pulse pileup correction, how long we want to acquire maps for, and so on. We can also choose which elements we want to auto-ID, and usually by default we have some elements that we exclude from auto-ID. And also the quant settings, what quant option we're choosing, whether we want to normalize the results, and we may also want to have certain elements that we always analyze for. So if we go to Fixed List here, we can choose the elements that we want to always analyze for, plus anything that we find by auto-ID. And profiles are saved on the system, so that you can save a profile for a particular job type, and that of course will include its step notes. And you can also export this profile, so that if you've got a user in another lab, they can import your profile to do the results the same way as you.